this is Kelly.
And Kim.
Welcome to The Skinny. We went to Weight Watchers today for the first time in a couple weeks because of our arm surgery. We're both up a little bit, and I just think that I don't know how much of that has to do with we're both very swollen. We both, I had anesthesia a week ago, so
And it's not like I paid tons of attention to what I was eating.
So we're both trying to look at this as a really reset week, and we're going to see how we do next week. Hopefully some more swelling will have gone down. I am a week out from surgery, and Kim is 2 weeks out. We're both wrapped. We're both wrapped because we had liposuction and the brachioplasty. As you can see, I'm super bruised and it's swollen still.
And I'm less bruised and more
but swollen.
Like really, they did a lipo right through here.
Yeah.
So I'm super swollen.
So
like,
we're
right
both
through here.
tender and swollen.
Good range of motion.
Good range of motion. Initially you're like Randy from the Christmas Story. I can't put my arms down because you're just like wrapped for a couple of days. We have to help each other do certain things. It's just like Kim's range of motion is a lot better
It's
now
fine.
than mine.
I mean, I can do.
Yeah.
But it's sleeping. I try to sleep with them propped.
Elevated. I think the hardest part, if I had to say the hardest part about this surgery, was not pain or anything.
No
because
pain.
It was just discomfort. It's been just the wraps. They're a pain in the butt. I don't know how long you wear wraps if you don't do liposuction with yours.
Some people who don't have the lipo probably just wear it for a couple of weeks. Once everything seals, they can take them off.
Yeah, but not
I can take them off to shower and clean them and all that good stuff. But they're wrapped really because the incision looks great. They're just wrapped for the swelling. And now I'm at a compression point versus a support. I started the first week and a half was just to support everything.
Yeah.
And they started to seal, so now it's really compression to kind of get that swelling out of there and kind of shape the arms.
Yeah.
Super excited. Oddly enough, even with wraps and swelling, I'm wearing my regular shirts that I already own.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's
so
harder
that makes me feel really good
with certain shirts because it's fabric pulling against fabric because you got a fabric wrap on. That's the hardest part. We have to wrap each other's arms.
Big deal.
Exactly.
I mean, no pain. I had no pain.
Yeah.
When I first woke up, I had a little bit of just like a burning sensation.
I didn't even get that.
And they gave me I think a muscle relaxer for that, and it was fine. And they gave me something for pain, but after that, no pain. You're just
uncomfortable.
A little uncomfortable. So we were really fortunate. It was really, and our doctor even said, well, there shouldn't be.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be horrifying pain.
No, and there's not.
And I'm like, well, there was not. And we both had a great experience.
So we're gonna tell our pre-op stories. I'll tell Kim's, and she'll tell mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you can tell mine, I guess, because I went first.
Okay. So what they do when you go in is you're in your room, and Lori and I were with Kim, our friend Lori, and they give you Versed, which is to relax you. And just, relax you before they take you into the operating room.
And I think to help you not remember everything so you don't freak out.
Yeah, so it's relaxing. So all of a sudden Kim looks at us and says, when I come back, I want a Diet Cookie and a Coke. No, or pop. I think is what you said. I want a Diet Cookie and a pop. Or I think I might have said a Coke. And then she was like, oh my God, they're going to see, all those people in the operating room are going to see my boobs.
And apparently the TV and the wall were moving.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, the TV keeps moving. And we were just like, Lori and I are looking at each other like going, oh my God, this is the good stuff. And then I kept thinking, oh my gosh, what's going to happen when I get the good stuff?
Well, apparently I should have had a video ready knowing this was going to happen.
It was
So
bad.
they gave her the stuff, and Laura and I are sitting there, and we're like waiting for it to hit, and I'd ask her questions just seeing if it was going to hit. Because I thought maybe she would be fine.
It's the good stuff.
Did I have my video ready? No, I did not.
Oh, thank God.
I wish I had, because then suddenly she busts out singing the Baby Shark song.
Baby Shark, do 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 do.
She busts
Baby
out
Shark, yeah,
singing that.
So
Laura and I are like start laughing. And then the nurse comes in. Why are you here? She raises her arms up that had been sharpie by the doctor. Skinny arms! And she's like, yeah, skinny arms!
I don't remember that.
And then the nurse says, what's your name? And she goes, Baby Shark. Like, totally like straight face, Baby Shark. And the nurse is like, what's your real name? And then as we are leaving and they're taking her out, she's singing the song as she goes out. We are howling at this point.
I don't remember that.
So then when we see the doctor after the fact, we're like, did Kelly come into the operating room singing Baby Shark? She goes like, oh yeah.
All I remember in the operating room, this is the only thing I remember. I remember one person, she was really nice, and she was like, I just remember she talked to me, and I don't remember what she said. And I remember just laying there, and I just remember going,
Probably
I was
were you-
humming Baby Shark, but I could have been singing
You
it.
could have been belting it
I
out.
thought I was humming it in my head. That's all I remember. I don't remember anything else. I mean, nothing after the
Only
operating room.
thing
really,
I
in the
remember
operating room.
about going in, I do remember going into the operating room,
I don't.
seeing the blue lights, and I was like, okay.
I
And
remember
they
just
were
seeing this person.
putting stickies on me for the EKG.
I don't remember
He
that.
told me that, and I'm like, okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the blue lights, suddenly I see a mask coming
I don't
toward me,
even
and the
remember
mask didn't even touch my face that I can recall,
Yeah.
because I was out.
Because I don't even remember a mask. Just
Yeah.
saying. I literally remember this
It
one
was-
person, and then I thought I was humming Baby Shark. Clearly, I was belting it out.
So yes, needless to say, it's
Yeah.
been a fun,
Versed is
crazy,
good to us.
weird 2 weeks.
Oh, it's been insane.
well, yeah,
It's been a little crazy.
it has. But you know what? I have no regrets.
No, I'm glad I did.
I am so glad I did it. I know I'm going to be super pleased with the result. She's like, so one of the things the doctor said is, I'm not giving you scrawny arms because it won't match your forearms.
Yeah.
She's, I'm not Popeyeing you.
So she's basically both the sides, looking at both the sides of our forearms, like,
And
and just gauging the size of our arms to that.
And what I liked too is when I see them, even though they're swollen, they look normal.
Yeah.
They don't have that huge, like if you've seen the video with the sagging, that's all gone. They're firm and solid, but they're even the swollen, they look normal. They look
Yeah.
like normal people's arms. And I am so excited about that.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
this is a shirt I normally never would wear. This
Yeah.
is what I was wearing, and I would never wear it because it was a little too short and all of this would hang out. So now I'm wearing the shirt.
well, even with
I
the wrap,
had them, but
well,
they were in the closet. And I never really wore them.
Yeah.
Kelly wore them more times than not.
Yeah. So I think, we're both glad we did
Yeah.
it. We're both, it's again, the worst part of the whole thing is just having to wrap your arms
Yeah.
for 6 weeks, kind of pain in the butt.
But if you don't, if you're someone who doesn't need the lipo and you're just doing the surgery,
Right. But for me, it's just like 6 weeks, but you know what? I can do this. I can do it, be worth it. It'll be worth it.
absolutely.
So I'll take kind of being inconvenienced
Yes.
for
And that's really all
about a
it's
month.
been. And I have to
deal.
say, like, this Saturday after both of our surgeries, our friends came in and out. People are, came over. We watched some TV, some good,
We did.
Great British Baking Show. Just kind of like chatted and hung with our friends, and they brought food, and it became
Yep.
a socialization those weekends, and that part was really amazing.
Yeah.
And I had a great time just spending that time with, people bringing over. Let me bring over lunch. We bring over dinner.
Yeah, it was good.
Great.
We had a good time. And despite being,
Despite-
being
despite-
randied.
By being Randy, it was
Oh,
great.
man. Yeah, the sleeping with your arms up, elevated a bit up above your heart, kind of a pain.
And Kelly would be like, it's my nose! It's my, we both be, it's my head! It's my head!
The first 2 days, you really don't have a whole lot of range of motion because you're really stiff
And you're conscious
and you're
of itching.
wrapped from here to here basically. So I'd be like, itch my nose, itch my nose. So she'd itch my nose. Where's my one thing? I gotta show
Oh,
them
yeah.
this. If you guys ever do,
Our friend Lori, God love her,
Oh,
had bought a bunch of things to help her mom when her mom was here. And one of them she hadn't used, and it was packaged up still, and it was a stick with a sponge on the end. And Lori's like, you might be able to use this for something if you're having trouble showering or whatever. Kelly didn't use it for showering. I use it because she itched after way more than me because she has allergies.
It's my nose.
She don't use it to itch her nose. She spent that thing itched her nose. That's what she used to
you
itch her
use,
nose.
instead of like a back scratcher, it was this like little itch my
Because then
nose.
you're not gonna scratch your face up.
Well, and then you're like itch my neck or itch my
Yeah,
neck.
you can hit stuff. You can get it.
This is the best thing ever. So I highly recommend this if you do any surgery like
surgery
this.
on your arms where you're like
Itch my nose.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And this is friction stick.
Saved our bacon.
It really helps because where we're wrapped, kind of it's near under your
Irritating.
arms. Oh my god, the chafing is not comfortable.
So one of the things we would totally recommend to people who have this surgery to buy in advance is something like that. Buy this in advance. And we would recommend buying anything button up or snap up. Something like that that's easy to slip on and off for the first couple days.
because it's hard to get your arms too far up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would highly recommend just kind of rolling with it. And
Yeah.
just kind of, I spent time on the couch for 2 or 3 days on the couch. Fine. I went back to work. I was going to back Monday. And I could have, but I was like, you know what? I spent all this money. I'm going to do what I can to give myself
Yeah.
the best result. So I spent Monday at home just propped, really keeping the arms propped up another
Me too.
day.
Yep.
And then I went back on Tuesday and it was fine.
Yeah, so we both gave ourselves like till Tuesday to go back to work.
So I
and-
had my surgery Friday, was back on Tuesday, and I have a job where I'm sitting in my office. Nobody sees me. If I'm up in my office propping my arms up for 10 minutes, nobody cares.
and then we'd come home, but you'd
Propped.
get my arms up, man. You
so
know,
yeah, so if you're kind of afraid to do it, but you want to do it, we both had a great experience.
Yeah,
And we also really loved the surgeon that we used.
I think trusting and finding a surgeon that you have
Yeah.
trust in, and we knew her just because of our friend's surgery, and you know you have somebody you have a trust in, and you've seen her work,
Yeah.
and you're like, I look good.
Yeah.
You know, I think
helps.
that's important too. Yeah.
So now moving along from that, so we're back. We're on the week.
P.S. Kim put Baby Shark as my ringtone.
Oh yeah, I hacked her phone. If you saw Instagram, I bought her like the Baby Shark stuff. We went to the gift shop in the hospital. Went to Christ Hospital.
So
We went to the gift
cute.
shop. And we're like, do you happen to have a stuffed shark? And she goes, yes. She
And
goes,
it
get some Baby Shark stuff. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So I bought that for her, and I hacked her phone. Got on her phone. Bought the Baby Shark ringtone and like added it to the so that when it started going off in her room, she was like,
Oh,
and I was
my
like,
ringtone.
It's like, let me explain. So we've decided that this week is gonna be like a real like reset, kind of get it, where we're both feeling good,
Feeling better.
and feeling like we're in control. We can go shopping and pick stuff up and
Yeah.
do things,
Yeah.
and it's good. So we're ready. And one of the things we're gonna try this week, and I like rice. Rice is one of those things I think for people
Texture.
is something that people like or they don't like.
Texture.
I think there's really not much in between. So I wanted to, and I love rice, but obviously there's can be a lot of calories associated with some rice. And when I eat rice, I can eat me some rice. I mean, I want more and more and more. I just love it.
Yeah.
So I found 2 items that I'm super excited to try. One of them is veggie rice, sweet potato rice. This whole bag, the whole microwave pouch, 4 points. So I'm super excited. I love sweet potatoes, and so does Kelly.
I love
thought
sweet
she
potatoes.
loves sweet potatoes. It looks more quinoa-like,
I'm gonna
really,
try
than
it.
rice-like. So I'm really, really super excited. It's full green. That is who makes it. 61% less calories than white rice. It doesn't look like.
And we got it at Meijer.
Yes, Meijer. This was at Meijer. You microwave for 2.5 minutes. It doesn't feel hard. It feels nice and soft. And I'm really, really. It's got 19 carbs versus white rice has 57, brown has 51, couscous has 46, quinoa has 42. It says 19 grams of carbs, 100 calories, the whole pack, 4 points.
Oh.
So I'm really excited to try this. We'll let you know how we liked it.
And then we have another one.
This one is a broccoli rice. It's a different brand. I wanted to try a couple brands by Nature's Earthly Choice. And you microwave it 90 seconds. It's 35 calories. There's 2 servings in here. So there's a cup in here, really.
Does this one
There's a
look-
cup.
Does this look like rice?
It does.
It's riced. To me, it looks like riced broccoli,
versus
not broccoli.
Which
Yeah,
will make it easier for you to eat.
probably.
But it's got that
'Cause-
texture that you can use it like utilizing a dish with rice.
because this does not look quite like
It
rice
looks more
either.
quinoa-y.
It looks chunky. It looks like tiny little chunks of sweet potato.
yes. But
so
you can substitute
they
like a
basically
rice item.
riced
Yes.
the vegetables,
kinda
not
looks-
made rice looking.
But basically, it can
Veggies.
replace rice in dishes.
Yes.
Which is, I think, the point.
So it's ricing your vegetables.
it's rice-like.
Yes.
So, and I'm excited. So this whole pouch, I mean, literally,
And I
there's
love
2
broccoli.
servings. It's 35 calories. So you're talking, what, 1 point maybe for half a cup?
I'd eat the crap out of
1
that.
point for 2 of them even.
Yeah.
It's, I mean,
I love broccoli.
Is it technically free, I guess is the answer? I don't know about that. We'll have to scan this. Let's scan this. Let's find out, shall we? I should have scanned this prior, but I grabbed it because I'm like, 35 calories, done.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer, and I was having trouble using my
I
scanner.
love
the
broccoli in
Meijer.
every form. I love it big, chopped, any way, raw, cooked.
1 serving is 1 point. 1 serving is half.
half that pouch.
Yeah.
Because
So,
I definitely, you and I would.
and
split
I gotta
this.
say, I suspect 2 servings of it is still gonna be a point.
Yeah,
I do.
I have a feeling you and I would just cook this and split it. It's
Yeah,
just,
and
you know,
just split
as
it.
our veggie.
Yeah, and another thing is obviously this time of year for Halloween, so they're coming out with a lot of the snacks that are really tiny.
Yeah.
And you know me, every year I like my 1 point of pretzels. The UTZ brand, I see those all over Walmart in the cheese balls and in the pretzels. But Snyder's had theirs out. I found these at Walgreens of all places. I was there picking up my prescription, and I went in and I was like, oh my gosh! And I bought 2 bags. Because you know they're little packs. It's just enough of that crunch if you really want a little salt. And there's just times I want pretzels. And 1 point, man, I'm out the
Yeah.
door, and it's just enough.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are coming out that Walmart's going to have them, Target's going to have them.
Right.
The Snyder's I found Walgreens, oddly enough,
Yeah.
and I really want to hit Walgreens and grab one more bag.
Well, and also thinking about Halloween.
Yes.
You know, we always think early about what we're going to give because we don't want to buy bags of chocolate. We don't buy bags of chocolate for our
And
house.
they're out.
It's just not happening. So this is what we're doing for Halloween.
Yes, and now obviously I think people should buy it early, and here's why. Because the stuff that you find, the fun stuff, that stuff's gone. And all that's left is the chocolate.
Well, if you're
So you
not
gotta think ahead.
buying chocolate, it's okay to buy early because it's
Buy
not
early.
this. I'm not going to eat any of this.
There's no life to this. Well,
Yeah.
the first item that we have, these are baby Play-Dohs.
Yeah.
They're little baby Play-Doh containers, and our babies love our
Right. We
babies
get a
love
bag
them.
for our babies,
And
and
then
then other
another bag.
kids, like little ones that come through.
that aren't eating candy.
Yeah, and we don't get a ton of kids. So between these, and then
Okay.
we do this every year too.
This is one we do every single year.
Ring pops.
And I get this. You can go to Sam's and get it, but if you don't have Sam's, Target. I got this at Target.
Yeah.
And you get there's 40.
45.
36. There are
Oh.
45 calories or 36.
Yeah.
So 36. Target.
Yeah, we don't get a ton
These
of kids.
go quick at Target.
Yeah.
So go buy them if you're going to do them.
And they don't tempt me. And then the
No.
next thing we got, and we're gonna have leftovers because I'll probably give a ring pop and a gusher.
This Sam's.
Yeah,
42.
Fruit gushers. I
Fruit
want
gushers,
these.
we don't really care about.
So
those.
I would probably give out a ring pop and a gusher, or a ring pop and a Play-Doh, depending on
for
the
the kids.
each
They're
of
too
the
young
kids.
to eat the gushers.
Because we probably would get 40-ish kids. We just don't
Sometimes
get that
more,
many.
sometimes less.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lot more. It's
Sometimes
just
a lot less.
Well, this year Halloween is on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So we might get more than we got last year.
Maybe because we only
I
got like
tell
30.
you, next year will be on a Friday probably,
And it'll be bigger.
For the way it's, so next year I'll have to buy a lot more.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's a Friday, more people will.
But
more
it's
kids
also
will go out.
important that when you do buy Halloween candy, you gotta think, what if I do
Yeah.
have leftovers? And if I have like Hershey bar leftovers,
I'm eating 'em.
that's just not, it's just not smart. I just I can't do that to myself. And you can say, oh, I'll take it to work. Well, I take it to work and it's laying in tables that I can access. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
And one of the things I might do, like the day Halloween's on a Thursday, so I might the night before go because we will have an open house that we always have,
Right.
And we'll probably this year, who knows, maybe we'll do chili and corn muffins. We mix it up every year and try to do something different.
Yep.
And family comes, they bring the kids, they trick or treat, and I might do one bag of like the bite-sized candy and just put them in a bowl. That way, somebody if they want a little bit of chocolate, I'll have something.
But then when they
But they'll be
leave,
gone.
they'll
go.
They go
if
into
I
somebody's
buy a
bag.
limited amount, they'll go. They'll
Yeah.
be gone.
Yes.
So I'm not as concerned about that.
No.
I mean, if I have one of them, it's one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm not worried about eating a bag of chocolate.
Yeah.
So I just try to think of the things that are going to help me out.
Scratch my nose, scratch my nose. This is it.
That's all, yeah. So you got to think
Oh.
ahead. I mean, even though Halloween is a while away, some of the stuff like this, the chocolate's always left over because that's what the stores stock.
Yeah, mostly.
So I buy this stuff in advance. I'm ready to go.
Well, and even like the Schneider's Halloween
You can give those out.
pretzels, they have stuff
Do you
like that.
know what I saw at Walmart today? I went to buy my dressing, and I was going through the Halloween aisle because I always have to make a foray into Halloween now.
She
They
does,
had
it
a
drives me
pack
nuts.
of like, I think it was 36 or 42, whichever, of the Cracker Jack bags. I almost bought them.
Oh, no.
I didn't.
Good.
But no, it's a caramel, it's a fat-free food. You could have scanned that and counted it. I wouldn't have had a hard time with that. Individually packaged, I'm usually good with.
I'm usually good with 2, but it's Cracker Jack caramel corn.
But
I'm thinking probably not
But
a
if
good
I'm
idea.
opening one, I'm only eating one. And I wouldn't actually open the container until Halloween night.
Maybe
So,
still not a
that
good
being
idea.
said. But anyway, I saw it, I thought, oh, Cracker Jacks. That's so sentimental thing with the
We used to
Cracker
get
Jack.
boxes of Cracker
Or the
Jacks.
boxes. So I just had that sentimental thing with the Cracker Jack, and I thought about it. And I
I'm
was like,
sentimental. Open me a bag.
Open me a bag. Yeah,
No.
so I didn't do it. I was like, yeah, we'll hold off on that.
But yeah, so it's again thinking about those things because again, holidays are starting. And it kicks off with Halloween, and Halloween is. I mean, yes, it's only September, but frankly, we're already inundated with it. We are.
I'm seeing it everywhere. Our
Yep.
neighbors have all their stuff out.
Yeah.
It's all over the store, which I love Halloween. So
I do too.
I'm
I
enjoying
love
the
Halloween.
pumpkinness. The pumpkins coming. Like, we have a friend Lori who she won't have anything pumpkin until October 1st.
I say that
It's
crazy.
a roll. It's a roll.
It's crazy
So
talk.
Tonight we're having an event where we're going to a friend of ours, her house, and she and her husband are hosting Hunt a Killer night.
We're doing Hunt a Killer.
We're going to do a murder box.
Yes.
And solve the crime.
Because I love that
There's
stuff.
9 of us doing it, and we're going to have dinner, and we know what they're serving.
And we're going to hunt a killer.
We're going to hunt a killer. Now, we are taking dessert, and we opted to do Gigi's cupcakes.
That was not my idea.
No, it's mine. And I want it's something simple because everybody can get a choice.
And we have a gluten-free person.
We have a gluten-free person.
And it's easier.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
We have a dairy-free person, so we really have to watch what we do. So I sent a message out, everybody pick what you want, and I am opting, and I'm going to count it, I'm opting to do the pumpkin spice cupcake with the cream cheese icing. And I'm excited about having something pumpkin. And
I love pumpkin.
I get Gigi's once, twice a year.
I say pumpkin is a year-round food.
I say pumpkin's a year-round food as well.
I could eat it year-round. Doesn't matter to me when.
Nope, me
It's
either.
delicious.
Nope. And maple, pumpkin.
Maple is big this year,
maple is
people.
big.
I love maple.
And gingerbread, maple, pumpkin, gingerbread.
Those are all good things.
Those are nothing bad about either one of those.
No, and they're year-round.
we need to do a giveaway that's just like centered around pumpkin, maple, and gingerbread.
You set that up. We'll do it.
We have to do that. Like items that are like pumpkin, maple, and gingerbread.
Food? That's not good.
Well, like maybe
I don't want to give away food unless it's like you know, like spices or something that's good,
packaged, that's
yeah,
easy to ship.
well, and not like, you know, snacky foods
Okay.
that aren't good for you.
I will think of this. Let me think on this. I did see that Werther's has a pumpkin spice.
What?
Yes,
What?
yes, the Werther's caramel things. They have a pumpkin spice.
I did not need to know
I
that
know.
because I love Werther's, but I don't
No,
really
no.
eat them because, well, it's a ball of sugar. It's a ball of sugar. Yeah.
It is kind of hard to do pumpkin spice without giving people calories, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
Ball
may
of
have to
sugar,
think of
man.
another kind of giveaway.
You
then.
think about it. But, you know, you could do a Halloween fun thing.
I could. Let me mole.
You mole on that.
I'll mole on that.
Okay.
I will mole on that.
Okay, and I'm trying to think of anything else that's happened in the last couple weeks of,
Oh, well, I will say we were talking today in our
Yeah.
meeting about kind of when you're having like a stumbling block, like, you know, a surgery or something going on that's kind of keeping you like just not in the best place.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're moving forward despite what you're doing.
yeah.
And it's trying to remember, we were talking about trying to remember our why.
Yeah.
And while remembering the why is great, I think you also have to remember the little whys. We're talking because everybody has a big why. I think
Sure.
a lot of us have a big why. Like mine is to be healthy
Yes,
and
to
to grow
age well
old
and- yeah.
the big why. But I have to always remind myself, pick a little why right now. Pick a little why right now. And I kind of have. And here's my little why. I really want to be done as far as getting to a set
Goal weight.
place, a goal weight. So I'm going to have a chat with my doctor about, I need to get about 10 pounds down. I'll still be out of Weight Watchers. I'll be about 10 pounds out of Weight Watchers range, my range there. And that's okay.
Decided to call
I
it.
just think my body has gotten to that point before. And I think I could be there. I think me trying to get lower is my body's, I honestly don't know that my body will do it.
Yeah. That's okay.
And I'm happy.
Our goal weight doesn't need to be the same.
No, it doesn't need to be the same. I would like to say that I could get to, the high end of my Weight Watchers goal weight, but I have a feeling my body is just not gonna cooperate.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I
Yeah.
have a lot more skin and hanging stuff than she does, and I acknowledge this. So I think I'm just gonna try to be realistic and chat with my doctor about it and see what she says.
Yeah.
And if she agrees with me, we'll go from there. So I'm just going to really work on, just concentrate on 10 pounds. And that's kind of my little goal. And my why is so that I can get to that goal. And I want to get through it, even with the stumbling blocks of Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Even if I get half of that to get through the holidays, I can get half or a little bit more of that off through the holidays, I would be pleased. And I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it and do the best I can.
Yeah.
It's kind of where I'm at. And I'm going to be in a really hopeful and positive headspace.
When I think that's sometimes half the battle is just trying to be positive versus,
Yeah.
it's so easy to say, this sucks, I'm struggling, yeah, all those things.
Been
I
there.
understand, been there, done that. But, it's like, instead of telling myself it sucks, I just got to say, you can do this. Just take little steps, do what you can, be smart about choices, and kind of the up talk versus like
Yeah.
the down talk to yourself.
Yeah.
It's like try to turn that around even when you're not feeling up. Sometimes it's if you can at least kind of give yourself a pep talk
Yeah.
and kind of try to see the positive versus the negative. I mean, generally I would say we're glass half full people versus,
We are.
versus glass half empty.
We are.
So sometimes maybe it is a little easier for that personality to try to maintain positivity. But either way, the it's better if you try to do positive self-talk versus the negative, and it's just trying to find a way to keep turning that around.
It is.
And remembering that when you make a good choice, when you say, you know, like, okay, perfect example. Yesterday at work, there was a ton of chocolate chip cookies and brownies in our break room. I went in there, I saw it, I was like, I'm not doing this today. And I walked out and I did not do it. And it's just like, you know what? It's not like I can't ever have a cookie or a brownie, and I tell myself that. And that's another thing you gotta remind yourself. It's not like that's never gonna be available to me again for the rest of my life. So it's choices. Like, that just wasn't going to help me in my goal, and that wasn't gonna make me feel better. It was only gonna make me actually feel worse. So for me, it was like, you know, we're not gonna do that today.
And then I left. I choose to do it when I choose to do it.
But I left that room, I was like, I left and I was like, good job. You did a good job. I'm proud of you for doing that. In my head, I was just telling myself, you're right. You know you're having a cupcake on Saturday. That's good. You're going to have that. You don't need this right now. And it just, you know, I walked out and I was fine and I forgot about it.
Well, one of the things I was thinking about today, this one we were talking in our meeting, was like remembering back to when you started, and that I felt hopeful when I walked into Weight Watchers.
Well, that honeymoon phase with Weight Watchers.
Well, what's funny is after my surgery, I came home, I couldn't really put any shirt on. Kelly went upstairs. I have kept 3 items, like top items, that were a reminder of it, so I have like a visual of where I was. And one of them is a button-up shirt. And oh my gosh, I literally, I of course slid right on and almost like hangs down my thighs. And it's, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
I've been wearing that where we went to college, the Mount shirt. It's that t-shirt on our Instagram that we're both wearing, that we've actually put it over both of us. I've been wearing that just because, you know, it's been it's really big and it's comfortable, but it just, you know, that's again a big reminder of how far we've come.
So if you kept an item, go put that item on
and go, oh my goodness,
go, wow, that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Look at some photos. I have to tell you a story. I'm so embarrassed. I said this in our meeting today. I felt so embarrassed I did this to her. But last night I was like looking through, and I'm gonna.
You can show a couple of the photos. And I think Kim was just so shocked because sometimes you forget. I mean, I'll look at photos occasionally, but literally,
I didn't mean to be like. I didn't mean to. I was like, I'll tell you what I said. So I was like, kind of like looking. I'm trying to remember if this is the one I was looking at. Oh my gosh, holy mackerel! I was looking at. This is us in Paris, and we scrapbook. Anyway, so I was looking at scrapbook.
Be careful.
And the top picture is me. The bottom picture is Kelly. So, and actually, this is even one that I think I saw that I commented on.
It's not.
But I actually went in here and I was like flipping.
She was flipping.
And I was like, look, oh gosh, hold on. This is Stonehenge. This is us at Stonehenge.
Kelly is in the gray.
And I was like, look at her, I looked at her and I said, you were so fat! And I didn't really mean to like bust it out that way, but oh my, I mean, I totally.
Did it just surprise you?
That's both of us.
I'm standing, am I right?
No, that's me.
Oh.
I'm standing, yes, you standing.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't mean to bust it out like that, but I was so kind of like startled because I was just looking through, because I was looking for a specific thing for a new British show that we were watching in Stratford-upon-Avon. I was looking for Stratford-upon-Avon pictures. And I was just so startled, really more by her than by myself.
Because in your head you said you see me as now.
You as now. As I talk about you or think about you, visualize you, it's now. It's not like that.
But you use the F word.
I did, and I did like mean it in a mean way. I was just like, I was shocked, and I guess I was like, and I looked her back and I said, well, clearly, I mean, I was too, but I said it just surprised me, and because I just don't see you like that.
Yeah,
and it's crazy, and if there's nothing more that reminds you of how far you've come, look. I mean, I looked through this and I thought, wow. That is absolutely amazing.
Well, it reminded me too, it's like how uncomfortable I was, like in my skin and like just even physically uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I just felt like
I forget about it.
You forget like I was carrying, you know, so much. You carry so much extra weight. How much that really taxes you physically.
Yep. And I had gotten to over 260 when I went into Weight Watchers. I weighed in at 258, but I had an actual weigh in. It was a doctor's office at like 263. So that's the highest I can ever remember like seeing on a scale.
Yeah.
Could I have gotten heavier than that? Absolutely.
Yeah, because I remember my weigh-in that was 222, and I think at Weight Watchers I was 220.
You just, but I remember I got higher than that even.
Yeah.
So it's those things you got to remember.
Yeah.
You got to look back and try to. And I really did last night after looking at that. Put myself in like, you know what, you're doing great. So you know what, you got stuff going on. I had the surgery that I wanted so badly, and I'm so excited about. And I feel like, and I know I'm never going back. I think one of the things was, she said to us that we were really good candidates for surgery, because she does question her patients.
Yeah.
You want to make sure someone is going to do well afterward and respond well. One, that I'm not going to gain all my weight back and obviously stretch everything out. But, she asked about our weight loss, talked about what we did and how we did it and how long it's been. And I think she felt really comfortable doing this for us.
Yeah.
Knowing that we both feel like this is who we are.
Right.
This is our life. This is the rest of our life.
Yeah. Well, we also talked about having those moments where you still feel like you did then.
This morning, yeah.
And I do have moments where all of a sudden in my head I'm that overweight.
Especially right now when you're struggling.
You're right. I'm in that overweight person that I was, and I'll look at Kim because I'm trying to do a body check, and I'll say, Kim, give me a reality check, and she'll say, get out of your head, get out of that space, and it doesn't happen
and then I'll
often.
look at her and say, do you think I've gained weight or I look big? And she'll say no, and I'll say, well then you can't.
But it's
hard.
It's when you
I
and it
know.
doesn't happen.
I know.
I have to say it happens a lot less now.
Sure.
It used to happen a lot initially when I started losing weight, and gradually over
And
the
you got
years,
to where it wasn't happening.
it wasn't happening
But
at all.
That's kind of.
But
You're having the moments
I
now.
have the occasional moment, and it's just that. And for me, it's that fear of gaining
Well, you
weight.
have gained
you
some weight with
I
your
have.
thyroid, so you're
And you have a fear. I mean, and that I don't know that ever goes away, even though I feel like my habits are strong. I have the occasional thing
Sure.
that's, of course I have the occasional weight gain, and it happens, and I'm out of my weight range right now. But life things happen, like thyroid or surgery, or just things in life can occur. You can lose a loved one.
Menopause.
You can have whatever
So
it
much.
is. You're going to have a life change or thing that happens that's going to maybe push you out of your goal weight if you're at goal weight, or push you a little higher in your weight than where you were, and you're struggling with that. And it's like, but it's okay not to give yourself permission just to keep
Give it all
going and
back.
saying, forget about it, I'm giving up. But it's okay to give yourself some kindness and be kind to yourself and say, you know what? You're going to keep moving forward. Just take one step at a time. Make great choices when you can. Do the best you can. Stick with it. And it's okay to be kind to yourself and not like beat yourself up and not tell yourself, the negative things that you would say to you about yourself. But, it's just okay.
Because frankly, when I look back on my Portugal pictures and my last London trip, I see me as I am now.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting.
But when she pulled open those pictures last night, I have to say I felt a moment of shock
There was
too.
like-
I mean, I occasionally will see an Instagram photo of us, but to be just looking after page after page after page of pictures, it was very shocking to me.
So
It was a wow for me, because that's probably the only place we have a lot of pictures of ourselves are in
Or
our
travel.
trip pictures.
Yeah, 'cause I don't like
otherwise
pictures.
we don't like
But
really
you have to
pictures
have-
of ourselves.
But I had to have proof that I went to all these places.
And so it's a shocker, because like around our house, I'm looking around our house, and a lot of the pictures of us
Or overweight pictures because they're with the people that are deceased.
Yes.
And I, of course, have no pictures of myself like this with my mom or dad.
Yes.
And that's really sad.
Although I do have a picture of me, you, and Mom, and I was.
Which that was when you
I
were,
was when
that
I
was
was-
when you were really skinny back in the
in
day.
shape.
But I mean, we don't have any pictures. I don't have any pictures of me like this with either of my parents, and I'm never going to.
And I did a little bit.
And look at me. But look at me.
This is me, and this is my mom, and this is Kim.
Yeah, so that's how much it sucked when she was thin and
Yeah.
tiny and I was giant. That's how I felt, was giant.
Yeah. But I mean,
That's how I felt.
I
Even
had-
though I was overweight, but in my head, I was the biggest person on the face of the earth. That's how I felt.
well, and it didn't help. I think because I would lose weight and maintain it for a period of time. I think I did it for quite a while, And I knew it was hard for you. I mean, it was just struggle.
Oh, you're twins? Really?
You know, but at the same time, I was like doing everything I could to stay in my place, stay in my weight range, and not let it go. And then again, my thyroid happened, and well, all bets were off. I started gaining weight again. Yeah.
But you know, you know what? I do have some pictures where I was like tiny, but they were little kids pictures.
I'm gonna show them this picture.
Little kids pictures with my mom and dad. Those are the ones where I'm small, or like the kids pictures, but no adult photo.
Kim and Kelly as babies. Do not ask which one is which. We have no idea.
We have no idea. My
I have
mom,
no idea.
at least my cousin says my mom always put Kim on the left.
So that would be Kim, I think.
That's what my mom.
And that's Kelly.
Our cousin said our mom always she knew about it. I never knew. That's why my mom always knew who I was. And apparently it's because she put Kim on the left and Kelly on the right.
I think that's me.
I think that's you too.
I
No,
think-
no. That's you.
Jeez.
Oh God, I
We
don't know.
can't even see. We don't even know
I have
who we
no
are.
idea.
We have no clue. We have no clue. I don't know. This is.
I think that's you.
That's what I just said.
I agree with you.
I think Kelly is on the
that's
left.
you, and I think that's
because I
me.
have that look where I look like grandma sometimes.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm way cuter than you.
I'm way cuter than you.
I'm way cuter.
Oh my gosh. I'm way cuter than you. I love this picture. Now, this is our picture from Portugal.
Oh,
We have a picture. This is our stepmom. This is our niece. And this is Kim, and this is me. I love this picture. It's on the beach in Portugal. It's
and
one
our
of my
friend
favorite
Lori
pictures.
just took it spontaneously.
Just snapped a picture. We were just standing in the waves.
Yeah.
It was a great picture. It's one of my favorite. I think it's my favorite picture from our trip.
I do too, and I think it's one of those pictures I'll always have with my stepmom, and I'll have it with my niece. It's a memory. It's a great memory.
Yeah.
Um,
So, and that's
So,
another
wow.
thing. Don't forget to take pictures along your journey.
Take
and
pictures.
and
especially with people that you love.
yeah.
Because I wish I'd done this when my parents were alive, so I had pictures with them of who I am now. Because now I have tons of pictures of my parents all over my house, but in those pictures, I'm really overweight, and I'm really not happy with the picture, but I'm not putting it away because I want a picture with them.
But it's okay to be reminded where
I
you
know,
were
I
because
know.
I think
It's
that
just hard.
really helps you to
Well.
to know what you're really working
And
toward.
the people who don't know you, don't really know that you used to be overweight.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. Emma, our leader, said today, you know, she has people who she'll make a comment, and people who didn't know her then don't really realize
Yeah.
that she's lost 90 pounds.
Yeah, everybody I work with has never knew me before.
Yeah, I mean that's when it's a different scenario when people have seen you go through it and people who haven't, who have no clue. It's different. They don't know you, that other person that you carry that.
Although everybody knows my weird food foibles at work, my new work
true.
though, because they know just certain things. I'm just not going to eat that. Because we order a lot of lunch in, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not eating that.
But for all they know, you could just be one of those healthy, super healthy people
True.
who just doesn't eat those things.
True, but I'm like,
They
no,
don't really know it's
not
maybe
doing
because you, unless you've told them, they don't
True.
really know it's because you've lost a lot of weight.
True. Well, they know now.
That's true.
They know now.
That's true.
Because, yeah, you got to explain that.
Well, we've yammered on for almost 38 minutes.
Sorry.
But we've missed everybody, so we had to come and kind of chat and where we're at, and we're hoping that you're doing well. And
Yeah.
if you're struggling, like a lot of people are having some moments, so let's all pick it up together and get through October,
gonna
knowing
do
that
it.
that Thanksgiving food day is coming.
But you know,
And we can
just
do it.
because it's Thanksgiving, it's one day.
One day.
One meal. It doesn't have to
Maybe
be the
2
entire
meals,
month.
depending on where you have to go.
Yes, it does not have to be the entire month. That's
It
what I'm telling
doesn't.
myself.
But me too.
Telling myself that I'm not playing the
So
game.
let's get through a great Halloween. Let's prepare for it. We'll kind of do things we can to help prepare for it. Maybe our pumpkin pie is going to be resurfacing. Our pumpkin pie recipe that's crustless.
We're gonna also try some other, I think, pumpkin-ish, maple-ish
Recipes
this
that are simple.
this fall, and share them
because we
here
don't
on
do
Instagram.
hard.
Yeah, no,
And we'll come up with some things and we'll see what we find. Let's
Yeah.
see what we find. Let's all experiment and see what we find.
yeah. Pumpkin is here.
And have a wonderful week.
Yes.
Because we're going to. We're
work
going
hard.
to.
Track. Doing it.
Doing
That's
it.
my little weekly goal. Track and
And I
track and
actually,
track.
for Weight Watchers, pulled a paper tracker this week.
And even paper
just
track.
for something different, just to mix it up. I pulled my paper tracker out.
We're doing it. So we will see you
Next
later.
week. Later.
Bye.